so we were all excited to try to find our well pump today, and it's raining, and it's not supposed to be raining all day tomorrow. So what Joe is going to do is he's offloading his excavator, and he's going to park it on the lawn here, and he's going to come back tomorrow because thank you, Mother Nature. We didn't get enough rain yesterday. It has to rain today, and it's going to be raining till at least 4. Then it gets dark at 4:30.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
On the lawn right there, I'm going to stay up here because you can see it better from the porch. There's orange spray paint everywhere. We think that the well is somewhere there. The electrical runs along the side of the driveway. So we're hoping that the well is right in that area. Oh, this area right here. We'll see. So we're going to start tomorrow and see what happens then. Okay, so I'm in the house because it's warmer, and I am watching through the front window. And that's my hubby over on the left. It's our friend Joe with his excavator. You know what's great? Having a friend who has an excavator. Especially when you live somewhere like we do. Because we're going to have that access road plowed out, a pond dug out, and lots of things. We can see where the electrical line is for the well. So they're kind of trying to dig and see where the most likely place it would be is. And it's really confusing because there's supposed to be a well head, a big metal cover coming out of the ground. Now, what we found out from the neighbor when we bought this house, there's a neighbor on that side, the south side, and he said that idiots who put the driveway in paved over the well somehow, which is terrible because the well is run by, obviously, an electrical system, electronics, and there's a well pump. If that dies or the wiring goes bad, which this house was built in 1999, we are starting to get concerned. We don't want to go through another winter not knowing where the well pump is and where the wellhead is, because it's really easy to fix and just fix the pump or just fix the electrical. If you know where the top of the well is, we have no idea. Now, if we could not find it, well, I know we're going to find it eventually, but it's like a needle in a haystack right now. We can just go by the electric that's running out to it, and we're kind of going by, there's an electrical line running out the front of the house that goes to the well. So we're trying to pick the most likely area that it is. The bad thing is, say you couldn't find your well, which we are going to find it, believe me. Whatever we have to do, we're going to find it. It's there somewhere. It's in this area. We are going to replace this whole driveway next year. So if we lose a couple feet of it, or if we have to lose a little bit of the driveway, there is room to park like 3 or 4 cars almost side by side in this driveway. And there's just me and my hubby. It's already all broken apart down by the road. It's just falling apart. Next year, we're going to have the whole thing repaved and redone anyhow. Again, say you couldn't find your well. To have an entire new well dug out here could be up to $10,000. Like between 5 and 10 grand, at least 5 grand, up to 10. And which is stupid because we have a perfectly good well. Our water is excellent. We quadruple filter it, actually. Oh, I was going to show you our filtration system, which I might do real quick. We do have our own well. So the nice thing is we don't have a water bill. We're not dependent on city water. We don't have to worry about chemicals in our water. We just water test it, and our water is great. I mean, this is mountain spring water, basically. It's like we have mountain water. Before we even triple filtered it, we only had 1 filter, and my friends would say it tastes better than like Evian and like fancy schmancy waters. They're like, oh my God, this is the best water ever. It's really good. You had to come in and turn the breaker off. I mean, we don't want to hit an electrical line with this. Joe has repaired these before too, so God forbid he hits something. He actually, unfortunately, was putting in a new line out to one of his outbuildings and hit his well pump line to his house, so he had to fix his own, so he knows what he's doing with that. But he's being really careful. He's going really slow with this, as you could tell. He's just scraping a little bit off the top every time. They're keeping an eye out to see if they see anything. I'm going to take you downstairs real quick so you can see the utility room. I don't know if I ever showed anybody these. This is our HVAC system. And I surprised my husband one day with giant googly eyes, and I put them on our... I never heard him laugh so hard. It was great. I was like, oh my God, go check in the utility room. I think something's wrong. And he came in here and he saw the giant googly eyes, and he just started, I mean, they're huge. Look, they're like the size of my hand. This is our little well pump guy. So this actually pumps the water into the house from the well outside. That's our HVAC system, brand new. We love it. It's a Bosch. This is our very, very huge 80-gallon Rheem. Uh-oh, I just remembered something. It's on heat pump, electric, vacation, energy saver. Okay, I had put it on high use because I had to fill up my bathtub. Long story. So these are our water filters that my husband put in. Water gets pumped through here, and then this is a pre-filter. See, and you can see all the gunk in there. And normally it's not that gunky. I mean, this filters, I mean, the water that comes in is not that gross, honestly. But, and you can see it's actually really clear in here. So what we do is we run this, every few weeks we run that, and we just clear a gallon out of it. So this is a pre-filter that takes out all these super fine particulates. And then he put in, this thing weighs a ton, let me tell you. This is solid metal. It's bolted to the wall. Oh, this is what, this is the filter. See how fine that is? This fine mesh. This is the filter that's inside of there. This is a replacement. And this is to unscrew these big guys. So these are the big guys. This is our water filtration. One of them is metals, one of them is something else, and one's something else. Don't ask me what they all are. I don't remember. He knows. But they filter out 3 different bad things you don't want in your water. So we have the pre-filter. Then we have the metals and something else and something else. And then from there it goes into the house and all of that. This is kind of cool what he did here, in case you're wondering what this all is. Some people might not care, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. See the off and on? This pipe right here, if you look at it, that one, this goes out to my yard. We can turn off these filters. We call it the bypass. See right here, if you turn that one off and you turn this one on, so we'll open that one, close this one, the water will come up from the pump, go to here, and that goes out to our backyard to fill the duck ponds. Because you know what you don't want to do? Use very expensive filters to fill like 20 gallons of duck water to fill ponds. So we come in and we put the bypass on, and we can fill the duck ponds with just the well water, because there's nothing in there that's going to make them sick. I mean, we have ducks that are 9 and 10 years old. There's nothing wrong with our water at all. We just super duper triple filter it, because it does have like some iron, and you get like the well water thing where you get that like reddish stuff. And then we also have a hose on here, because there's a problem when you live somewhere like this in the Poconos where there's a lot of rust in the water, and you need to drain this. You need to drain your hot water heater every month or so, once a month, because you'll just get a bunch of particulates and rust in the bottom. And this is our 3rd one since we bought the house over 13 years ago. It is our 3rd hot water heater. So we are never letting that happen again with the bottom rusts out. The last one we got, but the last one was a 50-gallon, and we wanted an 80 because I have a spa tub upstairs. Now it turns out that this Rheem 80-gallon is cheaper to run than the 50-gallon we had. So yeah, this is our utility room. Hi, happy guy, and our HVAC, which reminds me I have to change the filter. And this is we have extra water in here. So yep, that's that. We're trying spot number 2, which we got a metal detector hit over in this area. Not seeing anything here. We got a metal detector hit about 8 inches deep on this side. Makes more sense that the well would be over here, and that they expanded the driveway and paved over the wellhead when they expanded the driveway. So Joe's going to try digging up over there and see what happens. If not, we're going to have to come out this way farther. But what we noticed is, what we're probably going to change is, there's all this extra space for the driveway. So we really don't need the driveway to be this wide. We could bring this out. So now we are trying over here. I'll report back. This is like digging for treasure and just hoping we find a wellhead. Oh my God. Double checking with the metal detector again, although there are so many nails and building supplies under this property. He said there's definitely something there. Well, there goes the lawn and part of the driveway going to be going. Oh my God. This is so weird. It's like 13 years with this driveway and this lawn, and seeing it dug up the first time is going to be so bizarre. But we got to figure out where the well is. And there it goes. Oh my God. Don't screw it up, you're on camera. No pressure.
No evidence.
Yeah. So what we're looking for is a big bag of money, maybe gold.
Just a well line.
Yeah. Okay, so it's cold outside. So I came back in. My cheeks. Oh, it's very chilly out there. So I came in to get my big Wawa coffee, check on the dogs, and Rusty's asleep, and Harry Potter's on. They are moving back around to different... Yeah, they're going to be back out digging up some more of the driveway, and I'm going to check back in a little bit because I'm cold. Ugh, if I go back out there, I need to actually put a coat on and a hat and maybe some gloves because it's chilly today. My hair just keeps getting longer and longer. Look at this. Crazy. I love it. I really missed having long hair. I mean, the short was cute, but I missed having long hair. Joe swears that he's like, we are going to find this well today. So I hope he's right. This is like that, what is that, mystery, that Oak Island mystery. It's like we have the mystery of Oak Island in our driveway. We're trying to find the mysterious well. Anyway, I'll be back. Coming downright comical. We checked on this side of the driveway. There's nothing. Here's the current situation. Oh, Lord. Okay, so there's a wire. See this box coming here? It shouldn't be there. What Joe thinks probably happened was it was an afterthought of something happened with the electrical at some point with the well, and they had to, the pad to the house was already poured, so they had to put a new one. So now we're trying to, you know, follow the power, and he's got to be careful to not hit the electrical cord. They're digging out and trying to see if they can find it this way. That looks like it was a repair at some point, this whole thing. But that is the line that goes from the well to our house. So now Joe is very, very carefully trying to expose the pipe, and we're going to follow it to the well very, very, very carefully, and hopefully not hit the pipe and have to repair it. I just warmed up a cup of coffee for Joe because it is chilly out there. My hubby still has coffee. This is so good if you haven't tried it. This is the Coffee Cake Planet Oat Milk Creamer. So we're going to do a little bit of this, and I'm going to put this in my Tail to Tail Puppy Mill Rescue cup for Joe. Okay, I have this in the sink because I know it's going to spill. All right. Oh, there we go. That should be good. He said not too much. We got to take care of the guy digging up our yard, right? Right. Okay, we'll try that. I don't think he likes it like super, super light. and it's very cold out. Okay, so I'm taking this downstairs to Joe. And oh, there's Rusty. There's the shmoo. If you're new here, this is my 18-year-plus old Italian Greyhound Rusty. Cutest puppy in the world. She's like, where's my dad? She is right around 7 pounds. And she turned 18 years old on October 30th. And she is my full-time job, basically. You looking for Daddy? Daddy's down there. Daddy's down there. No, it's cold out. You don't want to go out. Oh my God, I'm getting mud all over my floor. You don't want to go out. I usually do not wear shoes in my house. Mo, honey, you have to back up. I can't open the gate. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to move the Mo so I can take Joe's coffee out.
We'll find this well today.
Yeah, it's here. It's got to be here somewhere because we have water.
Yep.
Okay, I've relocated the shmoo and... Oh my God. So we're narrowing down where the well is. It's here somewhere. We're going to find it soon. Following that line and it goes that way. Yeah, screw it. Just plow the driveway up.
just remove it all.
Hey, look. We got a truck and a Jeep. We can drive over this. Yeah, I could drive over that in my Rubicon. I don't care.
You have to build yourself a bridge.
Yeah. Oh, we got enough pallets out back. Well, here goes the driveway. Oh. I love demolition. So, the line from oh, I think I said it in another video, but in case you're wondering where my Jeep is, it's in the backyard. I drove around the back of the house, so it is nowhere near here. So it is safe around the back of the house. Okay, so huge.
I think I should pull a little bit right here off.
Yeah, like right here, it is finding a lot of what it thinks is iron right in there.
Right in there. Okay.
Oh, Lord. This is what happens when somebody doesn't know how to put a well in correctly, and it wasn't our fault. This was done before we bought the house. The people who built, the person who put the well in and the person who put the driveway in. And there's a lot of messed up stuff like this in the Poconos. There are so many building issues and building problems and people doing things not to code and not correctly. It's ridiculous. And then people like us are left with this mess. Oh my God. So Joe was like, I thought I would have found it right away by now. And nope. Woo! Look at you go. He's on a mission now. He's like, screw this. When you follow the pipe and everything, it should be right out here somewhere. Nice. Now, I've had a little bit of a hatred for this blacktop sidewalk anyway after falling and almost breaking ankles and knees on it a couple of times in the winter. Who knows where this thing is? And, we're burning daylight on a Sunday night. These two both got to go to work tomorrow. It's going to look like bombs went off in our yard for a little bit here. Move to the country, they said. It would be fun, they said. I'm back up here. Joe tried looking from that way to see if it was, as our neighbor said, under the driveway. We thought, peeled the blacktop up, we were hoping we would see a cap of the well. And we didn't see it over there. So what we're doing now is, since we couldn't find it over there, now we're back to this side and trying to follow the pipe from the house out to find the well. This is a complete nightmare. Is everybody eating popcorn and watching this going, are they ever going to find it? This is like, wow, look at that big rock. Holy crap. See, now when you see my soil, which isn't soil, it's mostly big rocks, you know why we can't really plant a lot here except for in raised beds. We can grow big trees and we grow rocks, weeds and native plants, and that's about it. But you can't really dig things out here. The plan is... We're just trying to see which way this pipe goes.
I don't want to find the pipe. I try and find the staff. Let's take it back up and... Yeah.
So tomorrow morning, first thing, probably like as soon as Home Depot opens at 6 a.m., I'm going to be there buying caution tape to bring out and around this, and we're going to have to rope and tape all this off. I'm going to put a sign up that says, you know, deliveries leave at garage door, because nobody's going to be able to really, we don't want anybody hurting themselves in our driveway, clearly, or you can't walk up here now.
But I mean, if it holds its course, it's going right like this.
Let me tell you though, see this Kubota? I want one of these so bad, and I want to learn how to drive it. And I'm just gonna, like, my whole property is just gonna be excavated, and I'm gonna do like cool stuff with it. I so want one of these. Still following the pipe. Still following the pipe. And now it's going right out that way. Oh. You're okay. I thought... Can't wait to dig our moat around the property. Zombie moat. Okay, so no zombies will be able to get in my front door. This is a no zombie zone, because they will fall in a 5-foot deep hole. I'm standing inside the door. It's just getting really cold out. They've gotten that far, and the pipe from the house is definitely curving out this way. One of the concerns is they need to follow it out this way and then probably backfill it back over, because that pipe is going to be exposed, and it's getting very cold here at night. And that pipe, without all the insulation from the ground, could end up freezing if it's too cold here every night, and it's going to be cold here every night. This is why we also did not want to do this late in the year, but you know, shit happens. We're this far away from the house, coming out this way.
5-6 feet, right?
Four six to the pipe.
Just 4 feet, 6 inches?
4 feet, 6 inches.
Wow, it looks so much deeper.
So the pipe is 4 feet 6 inches deep. Just measured. It's hard for me to see, but yeah, there's the pipe, and now it's going all the way along there. So basically all we can do to find this thing at this point is keep going out this way and following it until it runs into the well, which could be anywhere out here. Hoping it's just straight out somewhere under the excavator, but it's got to be out here somewhere. And the sun is down, and it's going to be dark in less than an hour. We've got the work light out now. I just put my birds away. Who knew this was going to be an all-day job? This is insanity. I hope everybody's got popcorn watching this. I know everybody's going to watch this to the end. For the first time, people are all going to watch my video because you're all just going to be like, where in the heck is this stupid well? It's here somewhere. Okay, it's only 5:30, so it's not that late, but it gets dark here at like friggin' 4:30 now, which is so depressing. I love it when it gets dark at 4 o'clock at night, said no one ever. By the equinox in December, it's going to be like dark out at between 4 and 4:15. Sucks.
Find the machine up there and
Go that way and see if it's...
Definitely have to keep light on. You know?
Yup. Okay, here.
I'm going to
Move
kind of
this.
push this a little, just out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I got it.
You got it? I was trying to hold it and I just
got it.
fell on the dirt a little bit. There's the pipe right there. And now we think it's going... We don't know if it's going to turn and go that way, if it's going to go straight. We don't know. As far as clearing, I'm going to plow and clear this out. Morning, and this is my front yard and my driveway. Yeah, they stopped working around 10:30 last night because it was snowing and raining and sleeting at the same time. I'm looking out my bedroom window, so that's it. But I'm gonna go down and film and update what's going on day 2.
I really don't like that setup.
So we found the well. It's in the middle of our driveway and way closer to the road than it should be. That big metal cap right there, yeah, that's our well.
Yeah, it's buried. It's deep.
It's buried. It's super deep. And it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be way above the surface. So they completely did this in a horrible way, in the worst place they could put it, in the middle of our driveway. The only thing I could think is we take these 2 trees down and move our whole driveway over. And I don't know. We'll have to do something.
Oh, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. I've never seen anything like this. Why they would do it, I don't know.
That is messed up.
Can you hold this here?
Yeah.
What we're thinking we're going to have to do to correct this whole situation, oh my God, oh my God, is that tree by the road is dead. This tree is okay, but I think we're going to have to lose him, sadly. It'll make good firewood though. But what we're going to have to do, because our well is there, it has to be exposed and we can't leave it. We can't keep driving over it and leave it in the driveway. It has to be accessible and exposed. I think what we're going to do is, if you look at, there's 2 trees right there. We're going to make this, we're going to widen the driveway to here. So these trees will have to come out. The driveway will be here. We still want to keep all this because we still want to do a circular and have like an island of trees here. But we'll have to, that one, as I said, is dead anyway. That'll come out. So we'll take this out. And so the driveway will start here. Instead of being there and there, the driveway will start there and it'll go to here. So it'll be a double wide driveway, but get rid of those 2 trees. So where my husband's standing, to right here will be the new driveway. It'll come up here. But yeah, this is the last place. We thought it might be over there. We thought it might be here. We had someone tell us it was here. We had someone tell us it was there. That is the absolute, and here's what's wrong with that too. See the road, how close it is to the road. So that means, like Joe said, our well water all the runoff from the road, the salt that they put on the road, everything is running into our well, which is why we did quadruple filter it. This is ridiculous that this thing is not exposed. It's supposed to be at least, you know, the cap should be way above the ground, and it's not. Thank God at least we found it. But what they're going to do now is they're going to keep this exposed. We're going to have to redo our driveway somehow. They're going to rerun the electrical to put new electrical in. That's right, because that wasn't right either. It seems like what happened is at some point before we bought the house and before it went up for sale, at some point they did replace the electrical, which is why there's a box there. Probably something went wrong with it and they repaired it before we bought the place. But Joe just said if the pump would go, how would you find it? They're just saying, how would you ever fix this? If our pump went in the middle of winter, yeah, it's huge. Joe just said it's peace of mind. It's like now we know where it is. I think is, like I said, all I can say to people is, this is our water. This is it. We don't have city water. If something went wrong with that well right there, we would have zero running water, zero water at all for all of our dogs and us and our birds, especially the ducks and the chickens. They need water. I can go to the gym and shower. We can buy bottled water, but we need to take care of our animals. We're getting this situation worked out, and I'm almost thinking, I wonder if we could take these 2 trees down and just plow this out. We're gonna have to do it because we can't. So they're trying to figure out what to do to remedy the situation short term, but we really need to take all this out and take this down and plow a new driveway in here, even if we just have crushed gravel dumped in here for over the winter until we can redo the whole driveway in the spring. It's going to be an interesting winter. Well,
maybe not today or this season,
maybe,
but
that's what I'm saying. Maybe just throw stone back over. You know where it's at. If there's ever an issue, they'll just be like, Joe, get the Kubota over here. Or you can dig it by hand if you put stone. It's easier. Stone, you can just shovel by hand.
this is going to be fun.
Cleaning that out.
That's a good example of sarcasm.
Yeah.
Can you maybe just drag it back a little, just open it up a bit?
Is that what you want to do? You want this out of here?
I mean, if anything,
I would expose it more.
yeah, I'd probably
Yeah.
To you?
While you're here,
I'd
do
probably
it.
expose it more, and instead of having a sharp drop, just we'll fucking angle it down so you can just drive through it. And
No problem.
Okay, so we have new electrical running to the well. What's really cool is there are 2 lines now, because now we have electrical running through here to power lights when we want to put our lights out here, and we actually want to put along the new driveway. We're going to put like carriage lights, like really cool pole lights, like oldie time London cool looking something gothy lights. So we have an electrical cable out there that can go to a box from the house so we can power lights. We can put like our little up lights under the trees and out there, so that's awesome. The new wiring is all done up there, and he is making sure that the cable doesn't get pulled up or buried or anything, and Joe is plowing it all in. This only took 2 days, yeah. And now we're gonna have to have a new driveway over on that side. Look at the size of that sucker. That rock is like the size of my husband, basically. He was like curled up in a ball. That rock's, yeah, that's huge. So, and then he'll kind of level everything out. And it's going to be a muddy mess out here, but it is what it is. And at least we know where our well is. And again, we can't imagine if we had to do this in the middle of winter, and if the well was under 2 feet of snow, we would never find it. Never, ever in a million years. It is not where anybody thought it would be. Overall, I mean, it was a pain in the ass, but now we know, and luckily we have good friends to help with these kinds of things. Can't imagine if we didn't. One of the things I will tell you about living out in the country like this, meet people, make friends. If you need somebody to do work, look on community groups on Facebook. get opinions, ask around, because again, like how this was done, you really want to just not call. When you live out in the country like this, you just can't call people cold out of the phone book and stuff. You have to ask around, you have to read reviews, you have to ask opinions, because we had people wanting to dig up our yard who swore that the well was here. They swore that the well was there. They swore that the well was in our driveway. And Joe is a friend of ours, and he wisely said, let's just follow the pipes and the electrical until we find it. That's the only way we're going to find it without digging up your entire yard and the whole driveway. So we still have plenty of room to park in the driveway. It's going to be a little tricky just staying to this side of it until we get rid of these trees and widen it. But I do have the access road over here. There's my Jeep, and I can drive in and out on that road and park over there, so I don't have a problem with that. Mostly it's just going to be making sure delivery drivers don't fall in the pothole. That's going to be... I'm getting ready to take Trudy to her vet appointment now, so my Jeep is running. It's warming up, and I'm taking Trudy to a vet checkup. These guys are going to keep working. Neither one of us ever had any experience with buying a home in the country or having to deal with a well system. We always had city water. We had city, everything was city, like lived in the city. There was trash pickup. I mean, out here we have to pay for trash pickup, things like that. There's a lot to learn when you move out somewhere like this. It sounds like a really cool idea, and it's like, it is. I mean, I highly recommend it. I never want to go back to living in a suburb or a city or anything like that, but yeah, things to learn. So I'm taking Trudy to the vet. Well, we found our well.